Welcome back. Time for another quick bite with Hy-Vee Dietitian Kaiti George. And these next few segments are going to have a lunchbox focus.
Yeah, and school. Lunchbox slash school focus. So I am like blown away that we are in August talking about this right now.
The summer's going fast.
It is totally going fast. And so we're going to kick off today with just a little bit of a breakfast. You know, it actually can be lunch as well. But one of the things that I hear parents, kids, teenagers, people who simply go to work say is that they don't have time to make breakfast, so they don't eat it. And I always say, man, do I have a solution to that. So what we are going to do today is something that we are going to call overnight oats, and you may have heard of that before. We are going to jazz it up a little bit, as you would expect, and we are going to make banana split overnight oats.
Okay.
So very simple ingredients, and what I love about overnight oats is that you build as you want. So essentially, like, make it as jazzy as you want. So we're going to start with Pinterest A, right? You can't make overnight oats without a mason jar, right? So we are going to do some quick oats. So this is a question that I get a lot about what kind of oats should I use, and really it boils down to personal preference. Quick, or the old-fashioned, or the steel cut. Depends on your liking of texture. I am going to use quick oats in this one, and we're going to use about 1/3 of a cup of oats here, and I'm just going to grab a couple spoonfuls of this. So about 1/3 of a cup is what we're going to use. Then milk of your choice. This can be original, this can be almond milk, this can be oat milk, and we're going to want to add it right into the mason jar. So this is going to be about 2/3 of a cup, and really, again, this boils down to personal preference of like, how liquidy do you like your oats? Do you like it thick?
I like mine thicker. So
Me too. I would use less milk, but remember that this is going to absorb overnight because this is going to sit overnight. We usually do want to use some sort of sweetener, so maple syrup, honey, again, your choice. And we're going to use about 1 tablespoon here to just sweeten it up a little bit. And you know, once you try it after it sits overnight and you're thinking, not as sweet, just add a little bit more. So this is what I would say would be a quote base of any overnight oats: a sweetener, oats, and milk. Okay. Now we jazz it up a little bit, and we're going to make banana split. So this is where you add your fruit, you add your fiber, that type of thing. So we're going to take a banana, and we're just going to peel it, and we are going to chop it up into smaller pieces. So here, and since we're putting it into the mason jar, we're probably just going to want to cut these just a little bit smaller. So I'm going to cut these in half, and I'm going to add them right to my jar here. So this is automatically going to give it some great flavor. We are going to add some strawberries because the banana split doesn't happen without strawberries, right? We're going to add that right to the jar, and you can add as much or as little as you want, but gosh, you know what? We as Americans do a pretty poor job of getting fruit in, so let's just put some more in. So we have our bananas, we have our strawberries, and then we're going to just add a little chocolate. So I am using Lily's chocolate chips. Lily's chocolate chips are stevia sweetened, which means that they are less sugar in it, and this is milk chocolate. They also have a dark chocolate as well. Love these, found in the health market.
I love when you make chocolate healthier, Katie.
I know. And then from here, honestly, you put the lid on, and you're going to want to just kind of shake it up just to kind of get everything incorporated.
Shake, not stir?
Yeah, or either one. It doesn't matter. And then you're going to just let this sit overnight. The best thing about overnight oats is that you can do this times 5. So 5 days in a week, make them all right then. It doesn't have to be made the night before. It can honestly sit. The longer it sits, the more flavor it tends to have. You can eat this hot, you can eat this cold. If you need a little bit more chocolate on top, do that. But that is what is great. You can customize it kind of once you get it. Once you try it the next day, add more milk, add a little bit more honey if you need to. But super simple to do, and no more excuses of I don't have time. None of that.
Katie, thank you.
Absolutely.
We'll put the recipe on Nebraska.tv.